What's happening, YouTube? We back again with another installment. Really don't have no name for this series, so we'll just call it a working title right now. We're looking at the Gratitude 11s, or the rumored DMPs that they changed to at the last minute. Really do not want to like these because of those last minute changes. So we're going to look at these. We're going to compare them to another shoe that looks similar. And then we're going to see if these are worth buying, and assuming you can hit on a restock. But if not, are they worth paying resale? So let's go ahead and take a look. Got the black box. Not really a fan of this box. And you got the gold 2-3, the gold Jumpman, gold whatever that is, air hole, I don't know, size 13, and no really other branding on the box. All right, let's take a look. So it looks like that says thank you in the vertical text that they use along the tag there. And then the tissue paper, looks like it says thank you in a bunch of different languages. Obrigada, that's Portuguese. Grazie, I think that's Italian. So got it in a few different languages there. And we have the shoe. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to like these, like I said. But the leather, I didn't think I was going to like this leather. The leather versus the mesh, I think, is the cherry on top. Got some gold accents here, and the gold, and this actually feels like it's pressed on. Like there's some actual like wiring or something on here. And then you got the metallic, so I guess that's like a metallic. And you got the 2-3 on the inside. I can't really get my finger down in there to see. Let's look at the bottom. Clean shoe, man. Clean. I really didn't want to like this shoe. I really did not. And I really just thought it was a lazy attempt at not making the DMPs, which I missed out on the DMPs back in 06. That's a long story. But I got to say, the leather, which I think the Neapolitan 11s that we just looked at had the leather rather than the mesh. And I'm not going to lie to you, going forward, I wouldn't be upset at all if we got more, at least in the white, where it has the white. I think in other colors, the mesh isn't as hard to keep clean. But if you've had the 11s like me, and this is my favorite silhouette, the white mesh is definitely a little harder to keep clean. So let's actually take a look at a pair of Concords and look at them side by side real quick. So we got a Concord 11 sitting next to a Gratitude 11. Now, obviously, from this distance, you can't really tell. Obviously, you got the Concord 11 Jumpman there, and then you got the gold on the Gratitude. From a distance, they look like the same shoe. But, and again, it may not be coming through via the camera, but they aren't the same shoe to me. They're not the same shoe. They don't feel like the same shoe. The leather versus the mesh, like I say, to me, let's see if we can get closer. Do you see how even like these haven't even been worn on the Concords, but it's like the color just isn't really as crispy. Now maybe that's the lighting down here, but even when I don't look through the viewfinder, the Gratitudes look crispier to me, right? Let's look at the bottoms on these. Obviously, you got Concord bottom, and you got the black bottom. The Concord bottom, looks better to me, but I'm not mad at the Gratitude bottom. Both clean. Now, like I say, to me, I've had the Concords a couple of times. So these on the left probably are not going to get worn ever again because I'm just sick of buying them. It's probably like the third or fourth time that I bought these. So the Gratitudes, on the other hand, I think I'm more likely to maybe give some burn on, give them some wear and actually put them on the pavement. Because I think, obviously outside of the sole changing colors once it hits the ground and dirt gets on it, I think that this leather is going to be much easier to clean than the other ones. Let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. These are, and I know I have a problem, these are a pair of Concord 11s that I wear, right? Now, you can probably see a little bit. So you got a little stain right there on the mesh. I don't even know what to clean that with. If anybody knows in the comments what to clean that with, and it's not going, make it worse than what it already is, please let me know in the comment section. But this mesh, especially under the laces and all that, it is harder to clean. So you got hair all in it. You feel me? Obviously, this is what the sole looks like when you wear them. So I imagine that these are going to turn a similar color because it looks like it's already just a lighter version of that color. So I'm not really mad at that. That's all right. But to me, this mesh versus this leather, it's not even a debate. That is going to be much easier to wipe off and keep clean and keep it moving. So with that being said, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up and answer the number one question. So Gratitude DMPs. What are they out of 5? 5 stars, that is. We're going to go ahead and run these that 5-star status. These are 5 stars. If you're a fan of the 11s, you're going to like these. If you miss these, you are probably going to want these. Again, if you like the 11s and if you like the Concords. Now, are these worth paying resale for? I am going to say right now, no, they are not worth paying resale for. However, I can see this particular shoe being one of those shoes that over time gets more popular because, I can see them not really doing something like this again. Now, maybe if they actually give us a true DMP, these won't really hold any weight. But the original DMPs, I believe, had the mesh just like they were really just Concords with gold accents. So it was essentially the same shoe. And then it had, the bacon strip, patent leather cut, didn't have the high patent leather cut. So if they give us a true DMP, and I personally like the high patent leather cut. I don't like that old bacon strip patent leather that was on the countdown packs. I think the 2001s had that. Like, I like the high cut. So it really just depends on what Nike decides to hit us with. And my DMP VI is around. Before we wrap up, let me look at it side by side with the DMP VIs real quick. Okay. So let's look. Are the golds? Yeah, the golds almost match up. The golds almost match up. So looking at them side by side, it may be a poor man's DMP pack. It may be. Now, I've actually worn these. I like these. Which is why I was excited that we was finally getting a DMP 11, which I'm not going to lie to you. Seeing them next to each other, it looks like they hit us with a little bit of a DMP. You feel me? But is it worth paying resale? Let's get back to that question. Right now, I would say no. If you can try to hit when they restock them. And I think I hit these on the shock drop, so I think the official release is later. I think it's next month. So yeah, if you can hit on the official release, wait and try to do that. After that, will they restock them again? You might get another restock in February, something like that. But in the event that you struck out on the shock drop, you strike out when they come out on the official jump, and you can't hit on a restock, I could see resale for me. 275 is probably my limit. It's just principle. I just can't pay resale. I just can't. Because once you get into the 4s and the 5s, there's just so much more that you can do with that. And I'm not even talking about buying sneakers. I'm talking about just other things that you can do. Invest in that, just buying other things and putting that money into a better situation than just buying shoes. So for me, resale is a no. Wait for the official drop. Wait for a restock or two. Even if you get on eBay, try to just do a buy it now, or try to just do an offer, and maybe try to do a 230, 240, something like that. But yeah, these are 5 stars. Definitely, I think if you like the 11, you're gonna want these. You're gonna like these. That leather definitely gives it a different touch. And yeah, just an overall clean shoe. I don't think it's just a Concord with gold accents. And I would almost, because of the leather, prefer these over the original DMPs, because the original DMPs have that small bacon strip patent leather. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, man. This was another one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please comment, like, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.